Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the award-winning Brad Miller Time. Mario and I would like to apologize for some technical difficulties we had last week. We plugged the microphone into the wrong plug-in thing in the camera. It's a new camera, so we apologize. It won't happen again. We're joined by our first freshman, Dylan Simpson, just a young buck, 17 years old. Dylan, why don't you first tell us who's your roommate and how that situation's been working out so far?
My roommate's Rodwell, the oldest of the freshmen. It's going well so far. You know, the guy, he does like to talk, but usually it's something interesting, thankfully. So, you know, we get along well, and it's been good so far.
I roomed with Rods on the road this last weekend, and I'll second that. He does like to talk. He also likes to kind of annoy me while I'm trying to watch TV, and he's playing stupid games on his laptop. Next question, Dylan. Tell us what's the most embarrassing song on your iPod?
It had to be probably Barbie Girl by Aqua.
That's a pretty good song.
Yeah, but it is kind of girly. It's all.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, I'm not going to look down on you for that one. It's also on my iPod, so we share that. Now, Dylan, there's a big event coming up, I've heard, through the grapevine. Someone that means a lot to you, someone important to you. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
I have a girlfriend back home, 16 years old. She turned 17 in January.
And folks, that's not creepy because Dylan's only 17, so his 16-year-old girlfriend is that's legal. That's okay by society's standards. That's fine. So does she have her driver's license yet?
No, that's in January as well. So
good for her. Congratulations. Do you have anything to say to her?
Just how's it going? Hi.
Good.
Back home, you know.
Oh, that's good. I put you to the test and you passed.
Thanks.
Good job, Dylan. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Here we are with our next guest, Derek Forbort. Forbes, you're probably the tallest of all the freshmen. Tell us about your other lanky roommate.
Well, I room with Brock Nelson. From those who don't know, he's a pretty outgoing guy. He talks a lot in the room, but we've really good chem.
I noticed that you guys have a lot of snack food in your room. Do you guys always have lots of snacks, and do you guys really treat your body to the full extent?
I mean, you got to feed the body. You got to eat well, and that's what we do.
I can appreciate that. I can appreciate treating the bod once in a while, but their snack foods, it's not something that I could really do all the time because I get real fat mid-season. Moving on, Forbes, what is the worst song on your iPod?
Worst or most embarrassing?
Most embarrassing.
Okay. Most embarrassing would probably be "Wannabe" by the Spice Girls. Classic.
If you could pick maybe one of the Spice Girls to be, which one would you probably pick?
Well, the only one I really remember is Baby Spice.
Is there any connection between you and, do you have a special baby that you have around for you?
Not really. No.
If you could pick one dream woman in the world, who would you pick and why?
I'm a big Miley Cyrus fan, just because I don't know, she's kind of within the age range and just that realistic thing.
I recently heard that you would probably pick Demi Moore. Is that true? Any truth to that?
Demi Moore is a cutie, so yeah.
Yeah, so Forbes would definitely pick Demi. That's a good choice. I respect that. Derek, thanks for coming on the show. I appreciate it. Here we are with our next guest, Derek Rodwell. I know Brett likes to call him Derek Broadwell. It's kind of funny. But Derek, pleasure to get you on the show finally. Why don't you tell me about who your roommate is and a little bit about him?
My roommate's Dylan Simpson. A little bit about him. He's from Alberta too, just 6 hours north of Tabor. He's a pretty good guy, and we get along pretty well in the room.
Is there anything that maybe you don't like about him so much?
There's a lot to like about the guy. He does like to play video games late though, sometimes, you know.
So it kind of really throws your sleep cycle off, and that can really affect maybe your practice the next day, maybe.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I like to get my beauty sleep at least 8 to 9 hours a night.
Absolutely, that sleep's very important, and hopefully we can resolve this problem at some point. But Derek, what would you say is the worst song on your iPod?
I'm gonna have to go with "Baby" by Justin Bieber.
Do you have maybe a special little baby in your life?
No, I can't say as I do.
All right, can't lie on the show. Let's put a lie detector test on you. Are you sure?
I'm positive. I mean, besides the song "Baby" on my iPod, you know.
There you have it. Derek Rodwell is extremely single, extremely available. Keep that in mind, all you guys out there. Now, I know recently you roomed with Hexie on the road, and is there something special you like to do on the road from time to time?
You know, I got to learn a little bit of Hextall's routines before the game, but overall, both of us really like to get our sleep. I mean, we got in the room when it was lights out and some good nap time.
He was saying that it was extremely annoying that you would constantly be playing games on your computer. What's your favorite game?
Well, got to go with Family Feud. It's kind of been it's been catching on around campus lately, and I mean, I got to keep my rep up. I've been in the top 10 the last couple weeks, so got to stay up there.
Yeah, it's definitely a hot item on campus. I can appreciate that. I actually played the Family Feud before, and then I lost it. No, I can't play anymore. But I guess I'll be making a visit to your room this weekend, so we can catch up on a little Family Feud. Derek, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Mark, for having me.
Here we are with our fourth and final freshman, the big and the tall Brock Nelson. Brock, start by telling us who your roommate is.
Derek Forbes.
Derek Forbes recently contracted mono. One can only presume how he got it, but maybe as a roommate, someone with close personal connection and ties and a lot of knowledge about what he does. Do you have any idea how he may have caught mono?
Well, I heard his girlfriend Demi had it, so that might be how he got it.
All right. Well, that was straightforward, and I guess we'll take it. Usually roommates try to keep things between themselves and help each other out, but you didn't want to do that, and that's fine. That's up to you. We'll get back to a normal question, one where you can't really sewer anyone. What's the most embarrassing song on your iPod?
I actually listen to the Barney theme song before every game.
And that helps you mentally prepare for games?
Yeah, it just makes me feel pretty good inside.
That you're being loved by a big purple dinosaur?
Yeah, and I love him back.
Good for you. Brock, we appreciate you joining us. Thanks for coming on the show this week.
You're welcome.
Special guest today. We're thrilled to see him show up at the rink. Ryan Martins, pretty much the creator of the show, the brain behind the show. If you guys seen season 1, it's probably the best season, and Marty's the reason why. Marty, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're up to these days?
I'm trying to perfect the professional stay-at-home husband, and I'm getting pretty good at it. I make a pretty mean, chicken Alfredo.
Good. The whole Mr. Mom thing going on?
No, we don't go there. No.
Okay, well, we'll stay away from that then. Marty, you may have heard this summer Brad Miller Time won an award. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't think me and Mills kind of got the credit we deserve for that award. You guys kind of took that and ran with it, and I think we should have got a call, at least a thank you by you guys, and I've been waiting and my phone just hasn't rang.
I agree. Definitely a lot, if not all, the credit should go to yourself. A little bit to Mills too, but definitely we saw the kind of scripts or the little plays of the show for season 1 that you're writing up. You put a lot of time into it, and we appreciate it. And here we are 2 years later, and the show's still going strong.
Yeah, Mills is a face, and I was the brains behind it, and that's pretty much all Mills really has is just a face. He likes to talk about entrepreneurship being better than marketing, and I think I pretty much proved it with him. He was just a face behind the organization, and now you guys kind of took over, and I think you proved that you guys can one up Miller pretty easily.
Marty, thanks a lot for being here with us today.
Thanks for having me. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.